It's your boy Miguel Z with the Value of Wrestling New Japan Rebound Podcast. I've got a guest for you folks at StocktonCon.
What up, everybody? AJ Kirsch here, the voice and the host of StocktonCon. The value of wrestling is awesome, so subscribe on YouTube. Scan the QR code right here, now. Subscribe, check it out.
There we go.
You'll be glad you did.
Thank you, brother.
Yeah, that's what. Hey, man, shout out the Value of Wrestling. I'm right here with the Big O's, San Jose. We done shut the shit down. Love and respect, though, right? Value of Wrestling. Hello.
Man, thank you, brother. Thank
We started the show off with MJF versus Whoosh. El Toro Blanco. Yes. They gave us a 14-minute and 18-second match. A decent match in the ring and went back and forth, but in the end, Heat Seeker, Brainbuster, middle of the ring, 1, 2, 3. MJF gets your win. And he gets the moment. He gets over Whoosh. You all saw that coming from a mile away. What else can I say? This is about the decent part of the show. On screening, we got Brian Cage, Cesaro, Tao, and Bishop. They got a promotion time. They're challenging MJF at Forbidden Door, so we are getting MJF versus Cesaro. Cesaro, MJF at Forbidden Door. That's what the world asked for. Right? They're all asking for that. Somebody was asking for it. I don't know who was asking for it. Backstage, we have Renee with Kyle O'Reilly, Orange Cassidy, Dante Martin, and Mark Briscoe, and you want to go, one of these doesn't fit like the other. You know, one of these doesn't seem to fit. Anyways, they bring up last week, Jack Perry walks in the frame, and out of frame, Mark hilariously tells him to get his ass out of here. OC offers Renee a friendship bracelet, then break. Will Ospreay is out next in promo gear. Swerve Strickland is out next, and we're going to get a War of Words next. Will says, here they are, same ring, same time. Last time they were there, he snatched Swerve's title, and Swerve told him he couldn't carry the weight of both worlds. Will says he is very capable. He held 3 different titles at three different continents at the same time. He is about to test Swerve. He is the best wrestler in the world today. Yeah. Swerve says he's already messed up because Swerve is the best wrestler in the world. Swerve has been watching him the whole time. He has eyes and ears everywhere, but they have taken 2 different paths and will culminate at Forbidden Door. Swerve has been holding up 2 worlds, 2 AEW in the entertainment world all by himself, but last year, Will versus Kenny, he didn't win by himself. He's going to do the same thing. Is he going to do the same this time? Will he be on the phone to with Dawn to try and take the title? Yes. Will wonders if that's what we think, and that he needs Don Callis. He doesn't need them or the family. He can do this by himself. We see the Don Callis family watching backstage. Why stop at Omega? Because after him, it was Okada, then Shiga, and then Jericho. What if that kill shot that he promised everyone is just centimeters off? Is Swerve that confident? Whether it's the Stormbreaker, Ozcutter, or caving in his head with a hidden blade, the next morning he'll wake up without the title. He'll have to admit that Will Ospreay is on another level, but none of the pain will be compared to his usage of the Tiger Driver. Swerve laughs up and says, Will keeps saying, if Swerve is on certainties. This is Will's first pay-per-view main event, period, bruv. As for his list, what about his friends? Him and Mercedes dancing on social media? His point is he doesn't have any friends. There are bodies, numbers in the grave. They mean nothing. But if he breaks Will's leg at Forbidden Door, who is he then? Or his arm? we still love him the same way? Will could break his arm, his leg, shave his head bald, shave him bald. He could walk out of the business. He is still Swerve Strickland. None of that changes. This business will consume him. Look what it did to Swerve. You've got to sacrifice that much more. Because Will doesn't get that. He'll have to sacrifice the love of his wife, his son. He ain't ready to do that. Will grabs the mics and tells Swerve not to mention his son again. Don't make this personal. Nana cuts in between them, says this is neither the place nor the time. Save the fires. Save it all. Got for Will versus Ospreay for the title. The music hit and Will walks out, but Swerve asks for the music to be cut. What if he does want to make it personal? When it comes to the title, it's always personal. So Will goes home and sends his regard to his wife and kid. Will runs back in the ring and shoulder checks Swerve, and they go face to face, talking back. A decent segment, but I mean, I think the dictation, the story is already there. Will Ospreay is going to be Swerve. Swerve is losing this title at Forbidden Door. And Ospreay is going to be champion coming into All In. Backstage, we see the Shrimp Beretta is upset. Don tells him and Fletcher and Takeshita he knows Will better than his own mother. It's all going to be fine. They're all upset because Will Ospreay is going to leave the family. And wham, boo-hoo. Oh, wait, I'm supposed to do the Okada version. Right, Mr. Z, for you. We have to do it the Okada way, right? That how Okada does it? Oh. Anyways, yes, we'll do it the Okada way. Right there for you. Gotta love it. Anyways, up next is the 8-man tag team match. Kyle Fletcher, Konosku, I can't talk. Takeshita, Zack Sabre Jr. and Roderick Strong team up against Kyle O'Reilly, Orange Cassidy, Dante Martin, Mark Briscoe. And you look at Kyle O'Reilly, Orange Cassidy, Dante Martin, and Mark Briscoe and go, one doesn't fit. One is different than the others. We get a 16-minute match here. Kyle O'Reilly stops the pin over under from OC, and Kyle O'Reilly tag from Strong, kick to OC, spine and a drop to OC, Strong in the corner, rushes for the knee, Kyle O'Reilly eats an orange punch to Roderick, cover 1, 2, 3. This fool gave it a 5-star. This was a decent match, but it was all over the place. It's hard to follow these multi-man matches that really serve no purpose. No excitement. It is. After the match, we see Jack Perry who attacks Dante Martin, Mark, and Takeshita fight up the ramp. We are left with Zack Sabre Jr. and OC in the middle of the ring. Sabre shoves once, but OC just puts his hands in his pockets. Mercedes Moné cuts the promo saying she has a taste for the lucha style she loves so much. She has been training her butt off to get the title. She isn't arrogant. She is confident. She's making history all over the globe. At Forbidden Door, the titles are hers. Lame. Whoopie-doo. The Acclaim come out there trying to rap. They have a match against the Young Bucks, but they get caught off by Okada, who goes, oh. Yeah, Okada's God. And then he's using them. They have a new shirt for Okada. If you didn't. Anyways, Young Bucks and Acclaim. Bowen sends Nick out of the ring. The arrival to Matt mic drop 1, 2. I am going to win here, shockingly. 10 minutes, 16 seconds. It looks like they're going to get a tag team title match because this is a tag team eliminator match. We care. Does anybody care? Somebody care. I don't care. We had backstage where Samoa Joe and Hooker are talking about gratification. They break into the Premier Athletes locker room to find a note. So the three of them are going to have to, they're going to have 3 of them against 3 of them, the Joe Hook and of course Shibata. Whatever. I wish I could get excited and tell you guys something exciting about the show. It's just like these matches, promos, nobody cares. Then we have Mariah May in the ring. Mina Shirakawa, Tony Storm, they have their moments. They get out. Then Saraya comes out with Harley Cameron and says, no, she's sick of this. And she didn't come alone. Over on the other side of the ring, it's Anna Jay who pulls out Mina. Saraya and Harley. Saraya is about to put Tony through, they're setting up a table. Then Tony Storm comes in with a shoe. and beats down 3 women, making them look like fools. Then she goes for a hip attack in the corner where the table is with Saraya's head there, but Saraya luckily pulls out of the way last second. And so Tony Storm eats a table. This was boring. Claudio Castagnoli gets a promo on Pac. They'll be wrestling later tonight for the Owen Hart Foundation Tournament quarterfinal matches. But first, we had the women's quarterfinal match. Nyla Rose versus Chris Statlander. Chris Statlander had a nice new entrance here. Big boot to Nyla. She lifts Nyla off the top rope with ease and hits a power driver. Cover 1, 2, 3. Chris Statlander gets a win at 7 minutes, 45 seconds. Stoko grabs the mic to talk to Will. Who knows Will wants to beat both their butts, but if she lays a hand on him or Chris, she'll be in the same cell as Justin Timberlake. Ooh. Got to go there real quick, right? Will Nightingale's on the Tron. She wishes us a happy Juneteenth and congratulates Chris on the win. She has Serena Deeb this Friday. When she wins that, moves on. There will be no more running. She'll get to whoop Chris as a butt and move one step closer to going to Wembley yet again. Good Friday. Match was okay. Renee's here with Private Party and watch Jericho. They got the upper hand, but they cheated. He wants to give them a lesson, though. When you're facing luchadors, he always avoids the power driver. He says whenever someone tried to put that on him, he said, no way, buddy. It doesn't work for him, brother. Big Bill tells them that they'll be watching them on Friday. Daniel Garcia versus nobody. Garcia hits a trio suplex and chokes out the man and slams him with a DDT. Squash match for Daniel Garcia. Matt Menard was on commentary, and suddenly he gets attacked. It's Cage of Agony. Down comes Brian Cage. Hoa and Bishop tosses Garcia into a powerbomb by Cage. Cesaro is stopping Menard because he's out here, and then MJF runs out, shoots the legs of Cesaro. He hops onto Cage, bites his forehead, then turns to Hoa and Khan. Double low blow. He goes back to Cesaro to stomp, but Cage locks up from behind with the German. Cesaro with a submission to MJF, working both men's arms behind him. Then Will Ospreay decides to show up. He's here. He attacks Cage and hits Cesaro. Then Cage grabs him, whip. Ospreay with a springboard backflip to both men. Big close running from Will. MJF hits his own. Then they go back to back and turn to face each other. Stared out. MJF turns to Garcia. Then leans to ring. Garcia stares at the title. Not at Will. Will heads to the corner and pulls Garcia to his feet, and they have a stare down. We know Will's going to face Garcia for the international title. And tonight they showed you Will Ospreay standing face to face with MJF. Could MJF be the wild card that's going to face Jeff Jarrett in the quarterfinals of the Owen Hart Invitational Cup? Could that be what we're going to get? It would be interesting to see that. Could MJF win the Owen Hart International Cup tournament to go face Will Ospreay at All In? Are we going to race to the top? Renee stops Will backstage and asks what that was all about. Will says he doesn't. That all about MJF. Will says he doesn't care about MJF. He saw Daniel being attacked. As he explained, Brian Cage comes running in, being held back by security. He wants Will. Will says this Saturday, let's do it. Cage wants the title on the line. Will is fine with that. Awesome banker. So now you can go watch Will Ospreay on Collision to take on Brian Cage. Right. Quarterfinal match in the men's tournament. Claudio Castagnoli versus Pac. Good, solid match. Pac gets a great win here. 1, 2, 3, 11 minutes, 5 seconds. What can you complain about? Pac stands tall after the match. Stares at Claudio, seemingly wanting a handshake. Claudio leaves the ring. Brian Daniels, who's on commentary, tells him that happens to all of us, man. That was your show with an overrun. Even got any graphics for an overrun. This is the first review show I could probably ever do, but nobody's here. Nobody's here to talk about it. Nobody's here to discuss it. It's the show for the sicko. Welcome to the sicko show, the sicko party. I wish I could tell you more. I want to tell you more. I want to be excited. I want to be pumped. I want to give you something to get excited about, but it's AEW Dynamite. It was very flat, lackluster, non-affluent. We know the tournament for the bin shows Claudio Castagnoli and Pac. Pac's moving on. He'll face the winner of Brian and Tagagi. I can't pronounce his name. That's the New Japan guy. Sorry. Ray Finney versus Jay White. Jeff Jarrett is in the Owen Hart Invitational Tournament. For some reason, he's facing a wild card. Who's the wild card? Hopefully, it's MJF. Which will make it interesting. If it is, why Jeff Jarrett in this match? Shop AEW has some new shirts. You can get a sicko shirt. So if you really want to be a sicko, if you're down with the sickness, if you want to go sicko, that's all you got to do. Buy your sicko shirt. And then Okada's got a new shirt with his picture on the same bitch. So, yeah, that excites you. I don't know what to tell you. Have a man that was one of the greatest New Japan, and now he's over here and catchphrase is bitch. The women's tournament shows Nyla Rose and Chris Statlander. Of course, we know Chris Statlander won. Will Nightingale take on Serena Deeb this weekend. We also have Deonna Purrazzo versus Hiroshita and Mariah May versus Saraya. There you go. Does any of that excite you? Is anybody excited for anything coming out of AEW tonight? I wish somebody was here to talk about it. I don't know what to tell you. It's for the sickos. I know nobody wants to come listen to this show. We may be canceling this show now. It's hard to cover. It's hard to talk about when there's just nothing to get excited about, and we're sitting here, and nobody wants to even watch this show. But yeah. What did anybody think of the show? I know somebody's in here. Somebody can tell me what they. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, I'm only like 20 minutes broke up, but like I'm coming to an end. AEW Dynamite. This may be the last AEW Dynamite review on this channel. While it is what it is. There's not a whole lot to talk about, and there's not a whole lot to get excited about, and people aren't coming to watch it. I don't know what to tell you. I'm going to get out of here. Call it a night. I'll see you on the next one, ladies and gentlemen.